My dear child, what you are about to receive now continues the same unfolding that has already begun in your life. Nothing has paused, nothing has been lost, everything is still moving forward with purpose. There were times when progress felt hidden and the outcome seemed uncertain, yet even then alignment was quietly taking place. What looked like stillness was preparation, and what felt delayed was being carefully arranged. These words carry forward everything that has already been spoken into your spirit. They deepen what has started and bring clearer understanding to the direction that is opening ahead. Remain attentive and receive what follows with calm confidence. This is not a restart. It is the continuation of the breakthrough that has already begun unfolding in your favor. Not just for yourself, for them. The peace that is available to you in the middle of this battle is something I want to describe carefully. Not the peace that comes when the battle is over, the peace that exists inside the battle. The peace that is not a product of the circumstances settling into something manageable, but is a product of something else entirely, of a different relationship, with the circumstances of a different perspective on the battle, of a deeper rootedness than the battle can reach. I offer you this peace not as a future thing, as a present thing, something that you can receive right now in the middle of the fight, before the fight resolves, as a companion to the difficulty rather than a replacement for it. What this peace is at its core is the settled certainty that the outcome of your life is in hands that are better than yours, that the one who holds the final word over your situation is not indifferent, not overwhelmed, not working with limited resources or incomplete information or uncertain intentions, that the God who is over your situation is for you, is powerful, is faithful, and is actively engaged, and that no combination of circumstances, no level of opposition, no accumulation of difficulty changes any of those things. They remain true regardless of what is happening around you. They are the constant beneath the variable. And peace, the kind I am offering, is what happens when your soul settles into those constants and stops being entirely dependent on the variables for its stability. This peace does not require the fighting to stop. It lives inside the fighting. It allows you to fight from a place of stability rather than a place of desperation. It is not the absence of awareness of how hard things are. It is the presence of the certainty of who holds things, and it makes a profound difference in how the hard road is walked. Open yourself to receive this peace now, not by trying to feel it first, by choosing to believe the truths that it is founded on, by agreeing with what I have said about who I am and what I am doing in your situation, by deciding as an act of will rather than an act of feeling that the constants are more reliable than the variables, and then by staying in that decision long enough for the peace to follow the choice. Because peace follows the right beliefs, not the other way around. You do not wait to feel peaceful before you believe the right things. You believe the right things, and the peace follows the believing. Believe. Let the peace follow. It will. I want to also speak about what it means to be truly seen and truly known by me, because I think this reality has not yet landed in you at the depth where it could do its greatest work. There are people in your life who know you well, who have seen significant portions of your story, who have been present through important chapters, who love you and who you love. And being known by them is a genuine gift, and I value what it means in your life. But even the people who know you best know you partially. They know the version of you that has been available to them, the version that showed up in the specific moments they were present for, the version that communicates through language which always approximates the interior but never fully captures it, the version that is inevitably partly shaped by what you were willing to show them and what you were not. I know the version that was never shaped, the interior that has never been translated into language, the self that exists before expression, before editing, before the selection of what to share and what to keep hidden. I know the you that you do not fully know yourself, the deep patterns of who you are that operate below conscious awareness, the specific fingerprint of your soul that is unlike any other soul that has ever been created. I know what you carry. I know what you long for. I know what frightens you at a level deeper than the fears you can name. I know the dreams that live in places you have not let them live in consciousness, because consciousness has learned to be skeptical of dreams in seasons of difficulty. I know all of it and I care about all of it, not with a general diffuse care that covers all human beings equally. With the specific, focused, detailed care of someone who designed you and knows the design and loves the design in its specificity, not just its general humanity. You are not anonymous to me. You are not one of billions indistinguishable from each other in the vast scale of my creation. You are specific, known, named, carried, and the care I have for you is as specific and particular as your specific particular existence. I care about the exact things you are carrying, the exact fears that have been most present, the exact hopes that have been deferred, the exact places where the fight has been hardest. Not in a general way, in the specific exact way that only complete knowledge makes possible. You are fully known and fully loved at the same time. That combination does not exist anywhere else. It is the gift that only I can give, and I am giving it to you right now. In this moment, in the full specificity of who you are and where you are and what you are carrying, you are seen, you are known, and you are loved exactly as you are in full knowledge of everything that means. Let that in. Let it reach further than the surface understanding of the idea. Let it become real at the level where you actually live. You are fully known and fully loved right now. In the hardest season, you have walked with full knowledge of everything. You are loved. The significance of this very moment deserves to be named. The moment in which you are receiving these words, because I do not believe moments are random, and I do not believe the timing of encounters is accidental. And I want to speak to the specific significance of why this message is reaching you at this particular point on your road. You are at a decision point, not necessarily a dramatic one. Not a moment that announces itself as significant, but a real one. A moment where the path forks in a way that has lasting consequences. For where the road goes from here, one direction is the direction of continuing as you have been carrying the weight you have been carrying and the way you have been carrying it. Managing the fight the way you have been managing it, with the same posture and the same strategies and the same inaural narrative. And that direction, while it is not without grace, is not where the breakthrough is. The other direction is the direction I have been pointing you toward in everything I have said today. The direction of the shifted posture, the fought from victory rather than fought toward survival posture, the posture of the deep peace that lives inside the battle rather than waiting for the battle to end. The posture of the fully known and fully loved soul, who stops performing for the approval that has already been unconditionally given. The posture of the fighter who keeps fighting not because they have to in order to not lose, but because the fight is going somewhere specific and worthy, and the God who called them to it is walking it with them every step of the way. This message reached you at this moment because you are at this fork, and I wanted to speak into it before you made the turn without fully understanding what the choice was. So here is the choice, stated it as plainly as I can state it. Choose the posture I have been describing, not the circumstances. Those are not fully in your control, not the feelings. Those will follow the posture, but they are not the posture itself. The posture, the internal orientation, the decision about how you are going to understand what is happening in your life and how you are going to relate to the one who is with you in it. Choose the posture of the fighter who fights from victory, who carries the peace that lives inside the battle, who knows they are fully known and fully loved, who understands that the HUD road is going somewhere specific and worth walking to, who refuses to cooperate with the enemy's narrative about what this season means about the outcome of their story. Choose that posture right now, not when. You feel it as a decision, an act of the will, a choice, and then live in that choice and come back to it when the circumstances and the feelings try to pull you out of it. And come back to it again and again until the posture becomes the default, until it is the place you live rather than the place you visit, until the peace is more normal than the anxiety, until fighting from victory is more natural than fighting from survival. Choose it and watch what I do when you choose it. The nature of endurance is something I want to address one more time because it is one of the deepest qualities of the human spirit and one of the things I value most in the people I walk through hard roads with. Endurance is not the same as mere survival. Survival is getting through. Endurance is getting through in a way that produces something. Survival is white-knuckling from one moment to the next. Endurance is engaging with the hard thing in a way that yields growth, yields depth, yields the kind of refined character that only the sustained pressure of a genuine challenge can produce. Survival exits the season depleted. Endurance exits the season deposited with something that was not there at the beginning. What I am asking of you is not survival. I am asking for endurance. The engaged, active, choosing over and over again, kind of staying on the road that produces something in the walking of it. Not just making it through, making something of what you are walking through. Not because the making requires suffering, but because the suffering that has come is not going to be wasted if you will engage with it rather than simply endure it. How do you engage rather than simply endure? You ask what it is producing. You look for what is being built. You pay attention to the ways you are different from who you were when this season started. The ways in which the pressure has produced something in you rather than simply taken something from you. You look for the evidence of the refining rather than only the evidence of the burning, and you cooperate with what is being built. You open yourself to the formation rather than simply bracing against the discomfort of the process. This shift from survival to endurance is one of the most significant things you can do in the middle of a hard season, and it is available to you right now. It is not a new thing you need to acquire. It is a posture you can choose, the posture of the person who is not just getting through but is being built through. The posture of someone who trusts the builder, who trusts the process, who trusts that what is being made is worth the making, and that the God who is making it knows what he is doing. Choose endurance over survival. Be built by this season rather than merely surviving it. And carry out of it what the season was always designed to produce in you. The refined, rooted, tested, true version of who you were created to be. That is the invitation. That is what is available to you right now in the middle of everything you are walking through. Take it, and as you take it, I want you to understand what you are agreeing to because I think. Clarity about the agreement matters. When you choose endurance over survival, when you choose the posture of the one who is being built rather than merely the one who is getting through, you are not agreeing to make the hard thing easier than it is. You are not signing up for a spiritual strategy that will anesthetize the pain or remove the cost of the road. You are agreeing to something different. You are agreeing to let the hard thing do what it was designed to do in you, which means you are agreeing to be changed by it in the specific ways that the specific difficulty of this specific season is designed to produce. That is a real commitment. It costs something. And I want to honor the fact that it costs something by not presenting it as if it costs nothing. It costs your preference for a different road. It costs the energy of engagement where survival would allow passive endurance. It costs the willingness to look at the hard thing not only as something you are hoping will end, but as something you are learning to work with, to find meaning in, to cooperate with in the production of what I am making. That cost is real, and you do not have to pretend it is not. But what is gained in exchange for that cost is also real. What is gained is a life that is not just survived, but is actually lived in a way that produces something. A testimony that is not just a report of having gotten through, but a map of a path that someone else can follow. A depth of character that does not exist in people who have only walked easy roads. A knowledge of me that is not theoretical but is lived, tested, proven in the fire. Known the way you can only know something that you have needed, absolutely. And a foundation in your spirit that is more solid than anything a comfortable life could have built. Because you know from experience, not from belief alone, that I am with you in the hardest places. That my faithfulness holds in the fire, that the road I put you on goes somewhere worth the walking. That is what the endurance produces. That is what is on the other side of choosing it. So choose it with full knowledge of what the choice costs and what the choice yields. Choose endurance. Let this season build in you what it was designed to build and carry out of it into the next chapter of your story, the most refined, the most real, the most genuinely equipped version of who you have ever been. I am with you in the choosing, and I will be with you in the walking of everything that the choice requires, every step of it all the way to the destination. Before you go, I want to leave you with one final image. Picture a soldier who has been fighting a long campaign, not a short skirmish that ends in a day, but a sustained grinding campaign that has taken months. That has extracted everything the soldier had to give. That has tested every conviction and every discipline, and every last reserve of physical and emotional and spiritual endurance. Picture that soldier in the darkest stretch of the campaign, the stretch where the enemy seems strongest and the end seems furthest, and the resources are most depleted. Now picture who is standing next to that soldier, not watching from a distance, not sending encouragement from the rear, standing right there in the middle of the hardest stretch with all of the resources of the commanding general available to that one soldier, committed to the outcome of that one fight. Unwilling to leave until the victory is fully secured. That is where I am. That is who I am in relation to you right now. You are that soldier and I am the one standing next to you, and I am not leaving until the victory is won. Go now. Fight from there. I am with you. I have always been with you. I will be with you to the end of the road and at the destination that waits beyond it. Nothing can separate you from the love and presence of the God who chose you, named you, equipped you, and is walking this road with you today and every day that follows. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are mine, and what is mine I keep. And you are going to make it all the way through. You were created for more than this hard season. The hard season is real and it matters. And I am in it with you and I am using it, and none of it is wasted. But it is not the whole story. It is one chapter, a significant, formative, essential chapter, but a chapter. And after this chapter comes the next one, and the next one is better. And after that comes the one after which is better still. And the full arc of the story I am telling through your life is a story of someone who walked through genuine difficulty with genuine faith and found at every stage and in every season that the God who promised to be with them kept every promise, that the road that looked impossible from the middle of it was absolutely navigable from the perspective of someone who walked it all the way through, and that the destination that waited at the end of the hard road was everything I said it would be and more than they could have imagined from the beginning. That is your story. That is where it is going. That is what is waiting for you. Keep fighting. The destination is worth every hard step it takes to reach it. And I will be with you every single step of the way. Amen. If this word reached you when you needed it most, that was not an accident. Nothing about how you arrived here was coincidental. Before you leave, do one thing. Share this message with someone who is close to giving up. Someone who needs to know that the God who walks with us through the hardest roads does not abandon us before the breakthrough. Like this video, so others fighting the same fight can find it. And leave a comment below. One word, one declaration. I am still standing. Your declaration matters. It will be seen by someone who needs to see it. You are a carrier of this word now. Carry it well. Type Amen if you believe in God.